Hey, what's going on, people of the internet? My name is Creation, and lately I've been hearing a lot of questions about Battlefield Hardline, such as, is Battlefield Hardline going to be worth it? Is Battlefield Hardline just a reskin version of Battlefield 4? Should Battlefield Hardline be just a DLC for Battlefield 4? Or, my most favorite, should I pre-order Battlefield Hardline? Now, those are all some great, honest questions that I'm pretty sure this community wants to know. And it's not an easy question to answer, nor do I feel like we have the material to actually answer those questions just yet. As you may know, Battlefield Hardline is going to be its own separate game from Battlefield 4. But Battlefield Hardline shares a lot of assets for multiplayer from what I have seen from Battlefield 4, and that doesn't rub well with the internet right now. And the thing that seems to agitate it is that it's going to be $60 and even higher in Europe, which I think is absolutely absurd. So what is justifying that price of $60? Now, the multiplayer alone is definitely not worth $60. If we add up the maps and the game modes, it definitely falls short. But Vistral is actually making what they say a one-of-a-kind, innovative single player for Battlefield. And I don't know if you guys have ever played a Modern War FPS single player campaign, but they're usually terrible, if not moderate. They usually lack the ability of choice, and you always feel like you're just being dragged through. Now, what Vistra is doing is that they're focusing on single player from what I have seen, and they're going to make the single player like a TV series, which is a first for me, except The Walking Dead or anything like that. But multiplayer doesn't seem to be the focus for this Battlefield game, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of misjudging it that way. As awesome as we know the Battlefield multiplayer experience can be, I feel like Vistro kind of just played it safe, didn't tweak too much, but this may change at final release, and there's no reason to judge a game for its beta right now. In 6 months, it could get better, or it could get a lot worse. And that brings me to our quick little discussion on pre-ordering. Now, I don't know why people still pre-order. A long time ago, there was a chance where games ran out, and that was what pre-order was. It was like a reservation. You wanted a copy of a game because it usually sold out for some time and you will have to wait. But now people still carry that habit of pre-ordering games online, something that will never run out. Now, I do understand if you're going to be buying it anyway, no matter what reviews say, no matter what you hear from friends or the rest of the media. Some people will always be loyal to a brand no matter what product it puts out. But others may buy a game based on its advertisement. And something that seems to be kind of a trend now is misleading advertisements that seems to be making their appearance in trailers and gameplay. Like lately, I've been seeing Xbox One and PS4 game trailers with PC footage. Now that is extremely misleading because usually these PCs that are running the game are pretty much maxed out and they are running that game on maximum settings. And when someone comes in and is ignorant that that is happening, they have no idea that that game will not look like it does on PS4 or Xbox One, which I think is just sad. But pre-ordering games seems to be no reason to, since we have so much media that covers games and technology. There's really no reason to get a game on day one if you're not part of the quote-unquote internet media group. A group that basically buys games, reviews them, and gives their opinion and some facts usually of the status of the game, letting you know should you pick this game up or should you pass. For those who have been on a fence about a game, it definitely does help, and we are able to make better choices from it. Now, a good example of this was Watch Dogs. I know I'm pretty much beating a dead horse, but Watch Dogs had some really bad optimization issues, and also graphically, it was kind of misleading compared to the E3 footage that we saw like a year ago. Now, if you would have waited just a day, you would have already known that the game had some issues, and you would have avoided a bullet. But let's just say you pre-ordered it. Based on that E3 footage, you're all hype, and then you find out that you can't play really past the first or second mission, and you have now taken a bullet. See, this is what the media is here for, and you guys have to remember that there are people here willing to take bullets for you, who are here only because they may have been in your situation before, and they want to make sure you have more information about the decision that you're going to make. And that's all really it is about pre-ordering. I'm not saying the pre-ordering games are bad. Of course, if you're going to buy a game, you may just want to buy a game no matter how broken it is, no matter what flaws it is. You may just want a game, and you don't care about bugs or whatever else that comes with the game. You love the franchise blindly, and I'm not sure why people actually do that, but hey, you're entitled to do whatever you want. It's a free world. But like I said before, Battlefield Hardline, if you're going to pre-order it because you love Battlefield. The multiplayer, well, what I've played of the beta, it wasn't that much different from Battlefield 4, if not the same. The graphical style is something that is nice, and also there's some new gadgets and mechanics that are really nice that I like. But also, I haven't seen the full game, and I haven't made my decision of if I'm going to pick this game up already from a consumer standpoint, because I'm part of that quote-unquote internet media group, and I review games sometimes. But yes, I do like Battlefield Hardline, and maybe that is because I do like Battlefield 4, and to me right now Battlefield Hardline really feels like a fixed Battlefield 4, and that's maybe why I like it so much. But you guys do have to remember that you're not just playing for the Battlefield Hardline multiplayer, you are playing for the other stuff that may come with it, such as the single player or the rumored co-op mode that's returning. Maybe there's even going to be a Dino mode. Now, I know we say this every year, but seriously, there is a few Easter eggs that I saw on the high tension Battlefield Hardline map, such as the Dino Museum advertisements that are littered everywhere. So, I think Vistro is still staying true to those weird Easter eggs. I would welcome co-op right back into the Battlefield series. It was pretty fun to me, and it feel like it fits with the cops and robbers kind of anthem that is going on in Battlefield Hardline. That may be even why they have raised the price. Not sure if they're going to raise the price in America or in other countries. Well, that really wraps it up for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on anything I talked about. Do you really think that Battlefield Hardline is just a reskin of Battlefield 4? Or do you think the single player is going to be absolutely fantastic and worth the rest of the money, and Vistro is going to actually innovate FPS single player? Because that's really the question that would decide my purchase from a consumer standpoint. Well, that's really it for today, guys. I hope you guys do have a great one, and if you could do me a favor and like this video, it would be amazing. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Stay creative.